Putting stuff away, trying to figure out where to put all these games until I can get other stuff moved out. It's just crazy. Anyway, so I thought I'd take some time to look at these little micro mecha. Now, if micronauts are like 1/18 scale, do we call these nanobots or something? Because these are like an inch tall. On the shorter video earlier, when I was just kind of going over all the games that I found today, still putting those into the computer. It takes forever. I'm also distracted because I'm trying to make sure I get covers for the ones that don't have covers. And actually, I found the place. I think it's called the Cover Project. I was like, yes, this is the place. I remember it. Unfortunately, only one game has not been given a cover since then. It's the Smurfs game for Atari. I guess people thought Clico's good enough. Because at first I did find the Clico game, but then it's like, no. But they do have a lot of covers that I did not have back in the day. So I've been downloading those covers to maybe go out and print off. I just can't remember. You got to do something to the printer first to prime it, or you have to do something to a PDF file of it. To make it work with the Office Depot, you want to make sure you get like an extra centimeter or something of forced space on the page. I think. I don't know. But I'll go and try to print one. I don't know how much they cost these days. But then if it comes out fine, I'll print them the rest of them, and we'll have good covers finally. So these little figures right here are extremely tiny, 9 points of articulation. Freaking amazing for what you get. It's about 3 centimeters tall, which is 1¼ inches tall. If you ever remember the Inchman and Diaclone, I have some Diaclone stuff, but I was looking for these when I had it. Now I can't find it. I think I know where it is. I think it's in one of my containers in there, but it's such a rare thing. Now I can put these with it though, and it has more of an expanded world. And when those things come out from the blockies, I definitely want to grab those. So inside the mech suits, you have a space to put the little figures, and they are meant for the figures. This is a series meant for figures. These figures in particular. They don't come with figures, which is really strange. They should come with the pilots. So see what I did wrong there? I put the top down without putting his steering wheel, basically. Then you put that down. And so it's a really cute little super deformed series. I thought these were clever, but kind of on the expensive side. And the only thing I had a major complaint was, there is a lack of articulation in them. There is. But the major complaint is that they don't come with their own figures. You have to buy the ugly things like this, which I really don't care about. I want the mech suits. I really don't care about the little land things. This came with 3 figures. This came with none. So, just trying to figure out all the articulation on these things. So, another thing, it should make it where snap into place so it won't come up whenever you're trying to play with it like this. So the head's on clearly a ball joint, a really big ball actually, right there. Not just, it looks almost like if it was a little bit longer, it would look like a regular Gundam head, but it is a super deformed head. It's a little more round. Everything's pretty much ball joints. The ball joints are going into his body as opposed to the other way around. Normally it is the other way around. It goes into the shoulder. That way there's a ball joint getting into the shoulder from this part. So you do get more articulation than just a swivel joint. I don't think there's anything at the... No, there's not. I was thinking the elbows look like they're articulated, but they're not. The hands swivel. They have a nicely painted weapon in them. The eyes are painted by the manufacturer. They're not stickered or anything, which is good. Because Super Deforms, there's... this is not really a kit, per se. I do remember it came in like pieces. Like you had to put the arms on and the legs on. But yeah, it's a pretty little fantastic figure. So this is the Fin Fanel Gundam. I had a bigger version of this that I painted green back in the day. It was one of my very first Gundams I ever had. That one was, not this one. This is the Ground Assault Zaku's. That's why they're green, so they've blended in with the forest. The red ones are the space ones. Of course, they can make them for other colors too. A blue is the underwater one. So these are articulated. Now, again, the figure that came with this there's no figure that came with it. That's the figure I put in there that came with this. Okay, so his head, let's see. It's more of a swivel. Let's see if it actually is a ball joint. Nope. And I was about to say, it's not even... Oh, and I remember this. Yeah, you can actually control the eye if you want it to look left or right. Kind of like Eagle-Eye G.I. Joe. But you got to put it in a place and then stick it back down on the thing. So it's not a ball joint for the head. Pretty much the same articulation. You got your radar rifle. We got even a flight stand for these, like the flight pick hole. All right, and here is the, it's like a hover tank. So in the bag, this came off pretty easily. So you got a figure in the driver's area. Oh, and I wanted to compare the figure, I might as well since I got it out, to what, like I saw a video the other day and I was wanting to know how tall it was, but he kept on comparing it to Gundams, and I'm going, Gundams come in different scales. I was trying to say it nicely, like, hey, do you know what the actual inches are on this thing? Because I'm glad that you did do some comparisons, but you didn't do a comparison. I was trying to say it nicely. I'd say, like, you didn't do comparison to things that most people have. So most people have Lego figures. So here he is side by side with a Lego figure. And the Lego figure is in his little car. Hey, how are you? Hey, Abid Savage. Oh, you're actually out on time. Or early today. I kept wondering, I didn't get any, like I usually get a United States Postal Service notification of what's coming, and I didn't get one today, so I was like, is that a holiday? That's really weird. Now you're here before it's like midnight, because I'm pretty sure you guys would be still at, work. Or I guess you can watch from work. I keep forgetting that people do that. All right. I feel like this is supposed to come open, but I guess it doesn't. So it looks like this is the front of the truck. Like that's the, it just looks like the truck, but this is the way it goes. And could this is a troop transport? Nothing you can do with the figure is having to man the turrets like that. Yeah, so this one, I kept trying to figure out how to put the third one in here. So I guess you'd put that one in there and the other two in here if you were going to put all three figures in here. Right, so that's how it came, and I just wanted to fiddle around with that a little bit. And then he'll fall out pretty easy, and this also falls off. So yeah, if I find the other ones, I'm going to put this with the other. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it a micro scale? Nano scale? This is about the same size. Oh, I don't have any with me. It's those not Transformers, the little, well, that's why I haven't opened them yet. The little Star Trek figures. They're about the same size as these also. So I should make an entire micro playset size scale. So, yeah. Okay, it's just the same thing. I keep thinking I'm holding it from the different direction. I'm trying to figure out what this is for. Now there's no holes in his feet, so it's not like that. There's definitely no holes in his feet. There's no way that's going to go in there. You could sit on it, maybe? Like a sit and spin? Yeah, I don't know. Just trying to figure this out. So I haven't played with this in so long. But I've been going through the building a microverse. Yeah, I was thinking a nanoverse would be a better, but I don't think they got a name for these things. I don't even know what the scale would be. Let's see. If a person's about 72 inches tall, then it's maybe 172 scale because it's almost an inch tall. But I know it's not precise. I can't do the math in my head on this one. All right, so there's that one. And all right, so there's the two figures. And I just wanted to play around with them a little bit. I also need to put this on the computer. I haven't done that. And I still got a whole crate full of video games to put on there. I can't believe this is the only one I found of my older. I had almost every one of them. Those are cool. I had almost every single one of the Skylanders at one time. Even the hard to find ones, because anyway, I can't believe I could only find some ones like this one, because this one's not my favorite, but he's okay, I guess. I mean, I definitely have favorites, and he's not one of them. So I don't know what you would call him. He's definitely got the Day of the Dead. Gundam, cool. Yeah, I've always liked Gundam since Ling first introduced me to him. When I was in high school, my friend Ling, he lived in the mall. So when I stayed over at his house, we went to the mall, and he showed me what Gundams were. He just heard about that one time too, and he's like, I want to get into these, and it was like he saved up the money to get them, and then we both built it. I helped him build his, and then I was like, man, I want to get these myself. These are cool. And he got the really cool one. He got the Mark II Musha, like it's like a samurai looking type, which was only 2 at that time ever made. They weren't as super deformed. And I don't know if I can get any of that. See, I can't tell if this is like dust on him or if this is where the plastic, gets flaky after it's old, which it could be. Might need to just run him under a tap. You're not supposed to put these in water because there's a chip inside of them, but I think that might be the older ones. This one doesn't appear to have any holes in it. It says don't throw in the trash. 2015 Activision model number. All right, well, I just wanted to take a really quick break. And also, as far as the Gundams, I also have this figure I found today. He's really cool. Every time I see this now, I'm like, tweeting from Craig Ferguson's. I imagine these things going by with their hair on fire. If you ever seen Craig Ferguson's Late Late Show, you've seen a great, weird, crazy show. It's like Pee-wee Herman's Playhouse for adults. It's so funny. Don't know if you ever... Oh, I see a lot of it. Hey, how are you? I'm home. Good to see you alive. Well, I'm glad to be alive. Are you alive or is this Memorex? I'm still determined. Let me pinch myself. Ow! I'm alive. Alright, those look cool. Gundams are cool. Arnold. Arnold, that's what you're saying. Yeah, so you ever seen Craig Ferguson though? He has when he does the Twitters, he has a bunch of the Terminators on the thing. And I remember in high school, and then whenever I called Craig Ferguson one night, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane. It's addictive, and I started watching it. I used to take naps so I could stay up and watch Craig Ferguson. I'd come home, crash, wake up, get something to eat, and it was time for Craig Ferguson because he was on the Late Late Show. And I'm not a late person. Then I learned you can do this thing called record. Yeah, because at that time, I think we had just transitioned over to non-digital or digital something, and VCRs didn't seem to work anymore. Yeah, I don't know how you would hook up VCRs to modern stuff. I mean, to record. Obviously, I could definitely hook it up to play because I got a VCR in my room, and I have Terminator 3, always ready to go. I did find some old videotapes too. I found like Dongyo and 2 VR Trooper videotapes. So next time I do a video, I'm going to do a video of Dongyo soon. That's what I should have thought about. Because nobody's done a video. I've looked on the YouTubes. Nobody's done Dongyo. I'm like, really? I can't believe that. When I looked it up, nothing at all. So that's what I want to do is start filling in the blanks for people who don't put stuff on there. But for people who do videos, like, I don't want to be the 80th person that did the same video as somebody else. Like the funny comments like you do in my... Oh, because you said ribbit. And I was like, ribbit? I was like, are you saying rivet or ribbit? I have a hard time hearing certain letters. Like D's and T's often sound the same too. Like, yeah, it's always been one of these things. I have a hard time hearing certain letter differentiations. So I just kind of always joked about it to make myself not look stupid. Be the first to make those vids. Yep, because I want the information to be out there on things that people don't know about. I don't want to be the 50th person to cover the same thing. Like when I first started covering this, I didn't know anybody who did it. And then they did. And now I'm like, all right, I still enjoy it. Like this one, I don't remember seeing anybody doing this video. Like Frogger, ribbit. This is a really cool figure. I don't know if you ever built one of these, but got this from AliExpress right before they dropped the whole $800 exclusion factor or whatever. But I heard one of the people said he went on there. I talk fast sometimes. Somebody said that I'm just tired. That's why I'm talking slow. I remember I used to always get in trouble for talking fast. But somebody said that they ordered something from there and it didn't come with any extra fees. I was like, okay, well, I guess they're still safe to order from AliExpress. Or maybe you just got lucky. I know whenever we used to have tariffs back in the day, because I remember sending stuff to my French pen pal, and I would have to be careful not to have a certain amount. I think it was like $20 or something. I'd have to declare everything that goes over there. And if it was over $20, I had to pay an extra fee. I do remember that, and then vice versa. Patience to be like, oh, that's the fun part. I really think sometimes I build things and I'm like, I'm done with it. I've already built it, now move on. But I saw a video today, and I tried to add you in it, and it was like, oh, he had all these great old toys. He's got that Starbird that you got. Yours is called the Avenger from the Starbird. It's like, that's the brand, which I didn't know until today, because he had the black one too, and it had a different name. I was like, oh man, he had those. And his name is Skunkworks, I think, or something. But he's got so many cool G.I. Joes. This is an awesome figure. I'm just like, I've forgotten all about it until now. I just picked it up and like, it's a really great little figure. Now, it is a little loose right there, both those legs. Now, this was supposed to be 3D printed, but you could tell it is not crappy like some of the 3D printed stuff I bought in the past. I think it's more of an injected plastic, whatever. Like, there's two different ways of 3D printing these days. Anyway, so yeah, it's really good. And I heard these are coming to America, the card bots. Now, this is not the one that's coming to America, but the one I have that's bigger. There's even a bigger one of it, and when it comes to America, I'm grabbing it because a black hook is my favorite. He is freaking awesome. He's a pirate. That's why. And here's another one of my favorites. This guy right here. So he's a police officer that turns into a car that also has a dog face. He's like a triple changer. He turns into a dog and a car, and he's kind of a shell former. Yeah, something like that, Avenger, and I don't remember because he just had so much in that video. I was like, wow, because he did a story and he was showing all the stuff in the story and some stuff in the background. He had one of those outer space men, the man from Uranus. I was like, man, it's 12 inches. I didn't know they made him 12 inches tall. He must be from, he's bigger than the normal ones. I thought they were a lot smaller because I have the smaller ones from the other thing. I do. I'm like really amazed at some of the stuff I've been pulling out. I'm going, oh, I still have this thing. God. Today I pulled out 4 crates from back there. I've been going through them. One of the crates, and I don't understand this, it was the green one. I had to put all the stuff in a bag and put it in another place because I don't know what is at the bottom. At the bottom, there was the entire bottom, and I don't know how this happened, but it was in a crate, a sealed crate. It was not airtight sealed, obviously. Dead crickets. Like, there was a layer of dead crickets in the entire bottom, and I'm going, how did this happen? And if there's a spider inside of something in one of these boxes, I don't want to find it. So I put them into two clear plastic bags and put them out into the storage shed to just let it get out or die or whatever. But it was just a layer of dead crickets in the bottom of that thing. I've never seen anything like it. I had to wash the container out and everything. And I had to either wash every one of those toys. Some of them were still in the boxes, but no telling it how into the box they got. I did forget one thing when I was packing it up, and it was still left on the patio. It was a Dollar Tree, $5 when they first started doing that helicopter. And I took it out, and it was fine. So it was just the container. Yeah, no noise, just crickets. It was just crickets, like chirp, chirp, chirp. Yeah, they were dried and brown. So I don't know how in the world that many crickets got in there. All I can think is something took them back in there. I think his head actually bends. Okay. Either that or I'm about to snap it off. You're supposed to be like little statues. But they're still fun. They're like little things. Yeah, so the toys, I do have the Transformers. Oh, just watch the video. If you've seen the video yet, it's a live I did earlier. I went through every one of the video games I have, and I'm still putting them onto the computer, freeze drive. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Maybe they all got in there to keep warm, and the cold snapped them anyway. I don't know. Also, in this box with the video games, there's 2 of these kind of things. I don't know. I think I bought them for they were like I thought I can use the pieces, but I'm looking at them like I don't know. You know what? Those round windows that would go good on my. I just got on. Oh, you okay? Those round windows. I was actually looking at something at Five Below with round windows like that. That would go good on my bridge play set that I need to get around to building. You know, with the little Micronauts. I'm going to build a Micronauts bridge, but I already bought the paint. I was going, should I go with gray, or should I go with and then I was like, why not go with blue? Something I like to look at. Some shorts. You have to upload your shorts. Well, don't be like Bart Simpson. Eat my shorts, man. All right. Here's the other one that I didn't show in that earlier video. So it's like an electric car with a windmill. Dream on. Look, it's got little hearts on the tires. Your computer has windows. Oh. Well, I mean, it makes it easier to look outside when you're awake on the computer. All right, so for Atari 2600, we have skateboarding. So I didn't know I had my Atari videotapes, or video games, and that makes me wonder if I kept my Atari 7800, which I've yet to find. That other building, it's so packed, and it's packed from the floor up to the ceiling. It's going to take forever to get through all this stuff. But on cold days, I like to go out there and get a few boxes and bring them out front to go through. Today, it stayed cold, so I just brought stuff in, except for that one that had a bunch of crickets in the bottom of it. So I should do some shorts like showing these old video games off. Yeah, I found the website that you can actually print these off of. These they're made for the Universal Game Case, UGC. That's what these cases are called. Because back in the day, Atari didn't make cases like this, but Sega Genesis, of course, did. Those sets go good with the Wicked for good figures. Are they that small? I thought they'd be like Lego figure size or bigger. Even though I guess this is just slightly bigger than that. That looks like a Wicked figure, doesn't it? It's an alien because he's supposed to have a UFO head on. I took the UFO head off for something. I can't remember. I love that car. That's cool. All right, so now these Universal game cases, the Sega Genesis games go right here. The Sega Genesis Electronic Arts, the sports games that are skinnier but taller, can go in the other part. Sideways, the Super Nintendo can go in there. And there's one other one that they listed here somewhere. Oh, Nintendo 64. Nintendo 64 games can go in here. Which are good because they don't have labels on the top like these if you wanted it that way. Sure they'd be compatible. These, you can still get these on eBay. I got these at Barnes & Noble back in the day. I don't even think Barnes & Noble is still around. I was actually thinking about walking down there the other day when I went to the comic shop, but I just didn't. Or is it called Books A Million? It's one of the bookstores in the mall that our mall is pretty much dead except for the comic shop and the Outdoorsman, which is where the Kmart used to be. But yeah. I like that. It looks like a Koopa shell. Big Home, Alabama. What's up, Big Al? I think I found your wife's website, YouTube. I was watching an old video of mine for some reason. It probably came in and it was playing because I like to play videos playing when I'm gone. And then something that I was reading, I said, I don't think I think I forgot to look for that, or maybe I looked and didn't know how to spell it. And then I found it. I'm pretty sure it's right. So, yep. This is a super deformed Zaku with pilot. I think the pilot thing is cool. It's got the little console. And then put him in there. But that's definitely not Char in there. I don't know who that is. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because I said, is this the wife of Big Home Alabama or something like that? Oh, I forgot about this. Did you guys know that these had little things where you can stack them on top of each other and they also lock in place? There's a slit right there, and if you find another cartridge by this company, they stack on top of each other and they don't just slide off. They actually lock into place. I forgot all about that. I think it's Activision or something. But yep. So that's what I've been doing. I've been going through all those. All right. So I was going to just do a short little video live and just showing off these things for Micro-Monday. And get something to eat because it is dinner time and I am tired of staring at a screen and waking. Every time I open that door, the cats go in and out, in and out. Check out that skateboard. And take care. Hey, thanks. You too, man. The everything's just crazy on this. Look, one way. You gotta love the 80s. I love it. I missed it. So good. So good. All right, you guys have a great day. I'm going to go ahead and head on. Should I make a sandwich? I don't know. Ooh, pizza sounds good. All right, I'll just catch you guys later. I am going to get something to eat.